What's up, Spotlight fam? Get ready to dive headfirst into the news cycle because today, the headlines are absolutely electric. The pace is relentless, the stories are unmissable, and we've got the inside track on everything you need to know to stay ahead of the curve. From iconic moments in pop culture that still echo today to the latest buzz surrounding our favorite artists, we're unpacking it all. Buckle up, because this is your essential update, delivered with the energy you expect. First up, we're rewinding the clock to a moment that broke the internet and redefined an era. Get ready for a deep dive into a performance that shocked the world and is still talked about to this day. You don't want to miss this one. Then, we're shifting gears to hear directly from a rising star about the incredible influence of a true icon. What lessons were learned, and what does this mean for the future of music? You'll find out. Next, we're tackling the digital frontier where reality and fabrication blur. A major brand campaign is at the center of a storm, raising serious questions about authenticity in the age of AI. Is it real, or is it a digital illusion? We've got the breakdown. And finally, we're circling back to a family affair with more insights into the bonds and influences shaping the next generation of talent. Stay locked in for all the details. Make sure you're subscribed, hit that notification bell, and let's get into it. The performance that broke the internet. It's been 12 years, and yet the memory remains as vivid as ever. A moment in pop culture history that wasn't just watched, but felt, debated, and ultimately immortalized. We're talking about the legendary MTV Video Music Awards performance that saw Miley Cyrus deliver a show-stopping act that sent the internet into a frenzy, leaving an indelible mark on the music landscape. The year was 2013, and Miley, then just 21, was embarking on a bold new chapter with her album Bangers. Fresh off the heels of her Disney Channel success as Hannah Montana, she was shedding her squeaky clean image for something more daring, more adult, and undeniably hers. The performance of her lead single, We Can't Stop, was a visual spectacle. Adorned in a playful, almost cartoonish outfit, Miley commanded the stage, sticking out her tongue with an audacious flair. Then came the surprise guest, Robin Thicke, appearing in a look that could only be described as a stylishly eccentric manager, ready to belt out his chart-topping hit, Blurred Lines. As the music swelled, Miley, shedding her outer layers to reveal a latex bra and panties, began to twerk against Thicke. It was a moment of calculated shock, a deliberate push against the boundaries of mainstream pop, complete with a foam finger and an attitude that screamed rebellion. Critics and audiences alike were divided. "Crass," declared the Hollywood Reporter. "A hot mess," chimed in Rolling Stone. Social media exploded with reactions, labeling it a train wreck, a cringe fest, a masterclass in attention-grabbing showmanship. The questions swirled. Was Thicke in on the joke? How much was planned? Would this performance derail their careers? 12 years on, it's clear that while the moment was controversial, its impact on Miley's trajectory was profound. She was transitioning from a beloved child star to a self-possessed artist ready to explore the complexities of adulthood and sexuality. The Bangers era was her declaration of independence, blending R&B influences with electropop and a healthy dose of provocative humor. However, this era wasn't without its critiques. Discussions arose about cultural appropriation and the objectification inherent in the twerking, particularly in relation to Black culture. Miley's approach was to fuse sex with camp, a daring combination that, alongside Thicke's smooth, almost sleazy persona, created a jarring contrast that audiences struggled to reconcile. Thicke, a seasoned R&B artist known for romantic ballads, had pivoted to a racier sound with Blurred Lines, a song that, despite its controversial lyrics and themes, became an undeniable earworm. The song's video, featuring Emily Ratajkowski, only amplified its cultural footprint. The juxtaposition of Thicke's perceived sleaze with Miley's uninhibited performance was intended to be a commentary on pop culture's raunchier side, but without Thicke fully embracing the irony, the moment felt awkward, polarizing. Miley later reflected on the performance, admitting it felt like a trap, an expectation she struggled to escape. She felt the need to constantly prove her adulthood, a pressure that she eventually found stifling. The performance, while a definitive moment in shedding her child star persona, also highlighted the societal expectations placed on young women in the spotlight. It was the peak of the Thicke moment, as his career began to unravel shortly after, marked by a public separation from his wife and a controversial album. Meanwhile, Miley Cyrus continued to evolve, achieving Grammy success and releasing hit after hit, cementing her status as a resilient and evolving force in the music industry. The performance, though controversial, was a pivotal step in her journey toward artistic autonomy and enduring relevance, a stark contrast to the fleeting fame of others involved. But did this iconic, internet-breaking moment pave the way for a new era of artistic expression, or did it set a precedent for controversy? And speaking of family influences, we'll hear how one sister learned invaluable lessons from watching another navigate the intense world of fame. A sister's wisdom. In the dazzling, often overwhelming world of celebrity, familial bonds can provide a crucial anchor. For Noah Cyrus, her older sister Miley Cyrus has served as both a benchmark and a guiding star. Noah recently opened up about the profound impact Miley's journey through the music industry has had on her own burgeoning career, highlighting the invaluable lessons learned from witnessing her sister's navigation of fame from childhood to adulthood. Noah, who began her own musical path at 15 with the single Make Me Cry, emphasized that she had a front-row seat to Miley's evolution from her early days on the Disney Channel with Hannah Montana all the way through her Bangers era. I really saw it from the perspective of a sister, and as a kid, Noah shared with People magazine, painting a picture of her childhood spent observing Miley's meteoric rise. She vividly recalled that by the time Miley was transitioning away from Hannah Montana, Noah wasn't even old enough to drive, and certainly not when Miley was deep into the Bangers album and its associated performances. This significant age gap meant Noah experienced Miley's career milestones not just as a fan, but as a close observer within the family unit. So that puts it into perspective, Noah added, underscoring the sheer scale of Miley's early immersion into the spotlight. This unique vantage point allowed Noah to glean crucial insights into the highs and lows of the industry. Of course, there are situations that you experience, and you're like, okay, I will keep that in mind for the future and if that happens to me, how do I handle it? She explained. This proactive approach to learning from her sister's experiences has been instrumental in shaping Noah's own decision-making process as she carves out her unique identity in the music scene. So I've had a great role model for how it all works, Noah concluded, expressing gratitude for Miley's pioneering path. I think there were just a lot of lessons that just came with it because of our age gap. Noah's upcoming album, I Want My Loved Ones to Go With Me, reportedly delves into themes influenced by her family's deep musical roots. She has spoken about how the album draws inspiration from her father, Billy Ray Cyrus, who even wrote a track for it, and her grandfather. This connection to her lineage, she feels, further grounds her artistic identity. While Miley's journey was marked by a dramatic shedding of her child star persona, Noah seems to be charting a course that blends her familial legacy with her own artistic voice, benefiting from the wisdom gained by watching her sister's transformative career. It's a testament to the enduring power of sisterly support and the wisdom passed down through shared experiences in the often unforgiving entertainment industry. But the influence of the Cyrus family doesn't stop with sisterly advice. It extends into the very fabric of their public image. And in the ever-evolving digital landscape, we're diving into a story where a major campaign sparked confusion and debate about the very nature of reality. Is it real, or is it AI? The AI illusion. In a digital age where the lines between reality and fabrication are increasingly blurred, a recent high-profile campaign featuring Miley Cyrus has ignited a firestorm of speculation, raising critical questions about the pervasive influence of artificial intelligence. Images that initially appeared to showcase Cyrus in a new Gucci campaign began circulating rapidly across social media platforms like Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, depicting her with significantly altered features. These altered visuals, which included noticeably hollowed cheeks, plumped lips, and seemingly shaved eyebrows, presented a stark departure from Cyrus's established public image, leading many to believe she had undergone extensive cosmetic surgery, possibly including buccal fat removal or the use of weight loss drugs. The rapid spread of these images, fueled by public curiosity and the inherent speed of online sharing, outpaced initial fact-checking efforts. However, attentive viewers and digital sleuths soon began to notice subtle irregularities within the images, distorted proportions and blurred textures, that pointed towards digital manipulation rather than surgical alteration. Subsequent reports from reputable outlets and fact-checking groups confirmed these suspicions. The images were not authentic, but were, in fact, generated using advanced artificial intelligence. This revelation underscored a growing concern among experts in digital culture. The increasing sophistication of generative AI makes it exceptionally challenging for the average user to distinguish between genuine and fabricated visuals, especially when applied to well-known public figures. The implications of such AI-generated content are far-reaching. For celebrities like Miley Cyrus, whose public image is constantly scrutinized, these fabrications can lead to intrusive and often unfounded speculation about their personal lives and appearances. Furthermore, as Ofcom has warned, the proliferation of such convincing fake content risks misleading audiences and eroding trust in digital media. The Genuine Gucci campaign, which was released shortly after the AI-generated images went viral, presented Cyrus in a manner consistent with her well-known image. Shot by photographer Tyler Mitchell for Gucci's Flora fragrance line, the official campaign featured Cyrus in a soft, floral setting, embracing her natural features and expressive styling, a move that aligns with Gucci's brand ethos of celebrating individuality and self-expression. Cyrus herself has often spoken about the importance of authenticity and vulnerability, themes that resonate deeply with Gucci's marketing strategy. The contrast between the fabricated images and the authentic campaign starkly illustrates the power of AI to mislead and the necessity for greater media literacy. Analysts also caution that such deceptive visuals can pose a significant risk to major brands like Gucci, which invest heavily in maintaining a consistent and recognizable brand identity. Distorting or misrepresenting their campaigns can confuse public perception and potentially damage brand equity. This incident serves as a potent reminder of the evolving challenges posed by AI in the digital sphere, highlighting the critical need for audiences to approach viral content with a healthy dose of skepticism and to prioritize verification from reliable sources. The ease with which these AI fakes circulated before being debunked emphasizes the fragile boundary between truth and fabrication in our increasingly digital world. While AI is reshaping our perception of reality, the human element remains central to how we connect with artists and their work. And speaking of connections, we're going to hear more about the powerful bonds within a famous musical family and the lessons learned across generations. Stay tuned. Family ties and musical roots. In the vibrant tapestry of the music industry, family legacies often play a significant role in shaping an artist's journey. For Noah Cyrus, the younger sister of global superstar Miley Cyrus, this familial connection has been a source of both inspiration and practical guidance. Noah recently shared insights into how observing her sister's career trajectory has provided her with a unique education in navigating the complexities of fame and the music business. Speaking with People magazine, Noah reflected on her childhood, noting that her perspective on Miley's career was inherently that of a younger sibling. "I really saw her early career from the perspective of a sister, and as a kid," Noah explained. She highlighted the stark reality of their age difference, stating, "By the time she was done with Hannah Montana, I wasn't even driving a car yet. I didn't even drive when she was doing bangers." So that puts it into perspective. This observation underscores the immense pressure and rapid evolution Miley underwent at a very young age, a journey Noah witnessed firsthand. As Noah herself stepped into the music scene, releasing her own singles and her sophomore album, "I Want My Loved Ones to Go With Me," she found herself drawing upon these early observations. But of course, there's situations that you experience and you're like, "Okay, I will keep that in mind for the future and if that happens to me, how do I handle it?" she shared. This approach demonstrates a conscious effort to learn from Miley's experiences, both the triumphs and the challenges, enabling Noah to approach her own career with a more informed strategy. "So I've had a great role model for how it all works," Noah affirmed, emphasizing the value of Miley's pioneering path. This sentiment is further echoed in the influences behind Noah's latest album. She revealed that the project is deeply influenced by her family's rich musical heritage, including contributions from her father, Billy Ray Cyrus. Billy Ray penned a track titled With You for the album, marking a significant collaboration. Additionally, the album features a song written by Noah's brother, Brayson, and incorporates a sample of a hymn connected to their great-grandfather, Eldon Lindsay Cyrus, which was sung by their grandfather, Ron Cyrus. This deep dive into her family's musical roots, as Noah shared on Instagram, allows her to feel a profound connection to her ancestors and her own identity. My album title, I Want My Loved Ones to Go With Me, is the name of a hymn featured on the record in a song called Apple Tree, written by my great-grandfather, whom I'm named after Eldon Lindsay Cyrus and sung by my pappy, Ron Cyrus, she revealed. I am so grateful to come from a lineage where music runs through our veins and connects us back to our ancestors and back to who we are. This holistic approach, blending personal artistic expression with a deep respect for her family's musical legacy, positions Noah Cyrus as an artist thoughtfully building her career, informed by the powerful lessons learned from her sister and her entire family tree. It's clear that family plays a huge role in the music world, but sometimes the biggest headlines come from moments that defy expectations entirely. And speaking of defying expectations, we're going to revisit a performance from over a decade ago that completely redefined what it meant to be a pop icon and shocked the world. And that's a wrap on another electrifying update from Cyrus Spotlight. We've journeyed back to a performance that shook the foundations of pop culture, heard how a younger sister draws inspiration from a global icon, navigated the tricky waters of AI-generated images in major campaigns, and explored the deep musical roots of a talented family. What an episode! Don't forget to smash that like button if you enjoyed the deep dives, subscribe for more unmissable content, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an update. Drop a comment below and let us know your thoughts on these stories. And make sure to follow us on all our social platforms for even more behind-the-scenes action. We'll see you in the next one.